57 subscribers.
It's good. It's good to remember the early days when we were small. Stay humble. No, don't be humble. I'll stay humble.
How do you stay humble? You always concede.
I'm not. No, it's. You gotta be able to live with contradictions. That's part of life. Pretty humble guy, but I also have really big aspirations. There's a bit of a gray area, and that's where I live.
No.
Yeah.
You really don't understand yourself then.
What do you mean?
You exaggerate. I mean,
I don't exaggerate.
How awesome you are.
Did I not make a delicious cake? Yes.
You have some skills.
I got a lot of skills. Come on, man.
I wasn't a big fan of the frosting on top.
Yeah, neither was I. But, I mean, it's better than the canned frosting. You know, like, you get Betty Crocker in the little...
What was that?
That
like
shit's way too sweet.
What was that, like fondant?
No, this was a different type of frosting. It was a buttercream, but, like, I made a cake, a 12-layer cake. And the frosting was this roux. Basically, it's this mixture of sugar and flour with cream or milk. And then you mix that, you cook the flour. You can't just eat raw flour. You have to cook the flour. And I think I overcooked the sugar a little bit. That's why it's like, there's a bit of a taste to it.
Yeah, like candle.
Like candle. Well, I mean, it's been sitting in the fridge for like a week, man. But when it was fresh, it was actually much better. So it was a 12-layer cake. You had graham cracker crust, cheesecake, strawberry filling, yellow cake, a little bit of icing to hold. And then that stack was multiplied 3 times, covered in this buttercream frosting. Yeah, I pulled it off. It's not pretty, I know, but the outside.
It wasn't bad.
I don't know, but like to me, I could have. If I gotta practice.
Perfectionist.
I gotta practice my frosting skills. I see these bitches. I mean, these women on YouTube, doing with this all like fancy. It's like, here's 12 different types of buttercream. I'm like, I just want one. Like,
One and done, trying to get it done.
yeah, I was just trying to get it done. It took me like 2 days because
Yeah.
like you gotta like bake the things, cool them in the fridge, and then make the frost. It's a whole process, man. I don't know. Maybe I should start a cooking channel. I'm a nigga cooking, baking shit, baking with niggas.
All right, nigga, what we gotta do is put some cornstarch in this bitch. You feel me?
Yeah, basically. No, but I gotta be authentic with it though. That's the thing. You can't just be fake. You think a lot of these YouTubers are just like over the top, extra, and not even like that in real life? I feel like there's an element of like authenticity that you have to bring in order for viewers like yourselves to really enjoy it. That's why I think the best accounts that blow up really, really fast are the ones where their niggas are just real. But then you have Mr.Beast, so I don't even know.
Corny white guy that makes millions by doing the stupidest things like Squid Game.
Well, he's
in
giving
the
away
Super Bowl.
money.
Yeah, he is.
That's cool, right? Giving money away? I remember when he first started, he was literally going around giving homeless people money. When I saw that, I'm like, this defeats the whole point of charity. If you're literally just doing it for views, you're probably making as much money from the views as you're giving away. So it's like, but you're building an audience. So it's like, and it's still what he does. All the money goes into YouTube videos. That's crazy. You spend $4 million on a YouTube video.
You gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah, but all the money, you spend all the money, which I kind of respect. At the same time, it is corny shit. That's why my idea for a YouTube channel would be like, yeah, you give shit away, but you give shares of a business away. So you come up with interesting, this is where I think.
But where would you get the shares from?
I build the
buy them?
businesses.
Oh.
Because I can't have YouTubers be investors because most of them, did you know you have to be an accredited investor? The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, requires you to have a certain amount of wealth in order to make private investments. So we are not rich enough to invest in private businesses, according to the government, and neither are you. So my idea was I build these businesses, weirder the better, like Cookie City and all this shit. And I give away shares to niggas who are watching us. Like Mr.Beast, but this is like an asset that doesn't just like, oh yeah, you got a cool 10,000. No. This shit with the business that continues, it actually makes niggas wealthy.
That's only if you're gonna put on the stock exchange. Like,
No.
you mean shares of the business, actually owning a business.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's called. Like the stock exchange is just a public market, but you can do private shares. Like you form an S Corp, you get 100 shares to give out, or a C Corp, and then you can assign how many shares you want to give out. And this is just private. It's not on the stock market.
So not like a publicly traded company.
No, like let's say a startup wants investors. They're giving pieces of the business. You can call them shares, you can call them points, whatever, but you give them to YouTube.
It's percentage ownership.
Yeah, but they're shares. That's what they're called. That's literally what a share means. You have a share of the business. That's what this. Fuck, dude.
The way I see is like if it's not like if we're talking about shares, we're talking about publicly traded shares.
No.
I know, I get it, but that's
That's what you think of when you think of shares?
of course.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because whenever you're talking pieces of the business, I'm talking about ownership of business. That's why I would call it. I know shares is
No. When you buy a share, let's say you buy Amazon stock or whatever,
Yes.
you are owning the business.
I know.
It's the same thing.
It's a little bit different.
No. As far as you have ownership, that is a legal
I know.
ownership. That's literal ownership. I don't know, people, that's the part I think a lot of people don't seem to understand these days when they're like buying and trading shares. You're trading ownerships of a business. That's the whole point of all this. Man, it's just like, people have forgotten what the whole thing means. So I want to give just niggas out there, hey, here's a piece of a business. We just made you a business owner. Ain't that some fucking shit?
How would you give it out?
It would have to be like a lottery or something. It would have to be free because I can't take the money formally as an investment because they're not accredited investors and we get an SEC investigation. But then if they are someone who can contribute to the business in some material way, then we can give them additional shares and they're like a contributing. I think that would just be really cool.
I'm just trying to see how it benefits you giving out shares to.
I don't see it that way. It's just charity. That's how I see it. Like, what the fuck do I need all this money for? I know I don't have it yet, but like, I don't need the money. Bro. No, but here's the thing. It's building a community, right? They can eventually understand, the whole YouTube idea would be, or the channel would be, I'm going to show you how to build a weird ass business that will still work. There's so many weird businesses out there that people don't know about. It's like Out of Darts or a company that sells robotic tails for cosplayers. There's so many weird shit out there, but they're successful. And I'm telling people, you can start a business doing fucking anything. As long as there's a business case for it, there's a real problem you're solving, and it's solving people's real problem, and you can scale it up, that's a viable business. And then it's just about execution, because people have a hard time executing. So that's the whole YouTube
you don't have
channel.
a business plan.
It's not even about the plan. It's just like understanding what needs to be done. In this world, you just got to move fast, fail a lot, fail fast, fail hard. That's the strategy, and a business plan is just going to get in the way. But what do I know? Have you done a business plan before?
I mean, not towards building a business, but towards executing on projects and stuff like that. Yeah,
That's a different thing. That you're using that to justify your actions at work. I've done that. It's like you're just writing documents so that someone feels okay with what you're about to do. I don't like approval. That's the thing. That's something I'm really learning about myself.
fuck the man.
Really fuck the man. What the fuck? Why is everyone working in the system? I just read a whole thread about how like people who just work in these systems and surprised when they get fucked. Just like, what do you think was gonna happen? You thought niggas is just gonna be fair? Like, I don't know. Makes no sense to me. But I wanna because every other YouTube out there is like, buy my merch. Hey, watch my ads, you know? Hey, here, we're sponsored by NordVPN. I don't use a VPN, but I see this shit all the time.
I use it. It actually works pretty well.
So they got you.
No, they got Afra, and then I just
Oh, so you go watch your anime?
no, so I can watch Netflix in different countries
Why? Why would you need to watch Netflix in different countries?
because certain countries have like priority over certain types of movies and shows.
Like, what would you be watching that you don't have?
So like, have you ever watched Teen Wolf? No, never mind. Anyways, Teen Wolf is a pretty good show.
You don't need to rub the table, man.
Let me do my thing.
No, it gets captured on the fucking mic. Bro.
Teen Wolf is a show that was on MTV originally.
What?
Yeah. And then it's not available in the US. But when you switch your VPN to Canada, Canada has it available on theirs because they picked it up.
That's so weird.
I don't know. That's how Netflix set it up. Like, certain content is available for certain countries.
You think they've identified what people in different countries like watching? And so they're like, we'll just buy the rights for this country and not have to pay for the entire world. That's probably what they're doing, actually.
Netflix pays that company that made the show, and then the company pays the royalties to the actors.
Yeah.
So it's
Too many men. This
gets
is what I'm talking
complicated.
about. Just avoid the man if you can. Cut him out. It's usually a white man, too. Nah, I'm not going to make a race
throw
thing.
race into this bitch?
I like white men. They're actually super friendly. Older episode. Check it out. We can do that now. 15 and a half. The 16th episode. I'm sorry, guys. Camera crapped out. What can we do? Every YouTuber is like trying to extract value out of their viewer, right? I think it would be funny if I did the opposite and I gave value. I start this business.
I know.
We talk, maybe even part of it would be live streams where I'm like, all right, we need to come up with a name. We'll buy the domain. We'll build a website. We'll go through all this and ask questions and we'll brainstorm. A community together builds a business. I think that would be like, you use the hive mind. It's like, yo, what should we call this? Who can we target? And then people just like, and then we literally build the plan and the strategy for it all in the live stream. And then we just fucking execute.
I think there's going to be issues with that because if somebody says, hey, this is what I came up with, I'm a part owner of this business, but they were never chosen to get any shares, like they can make a lawsuit like, hey, this is my IG handle. I'm the one that came up with the name. And they decided to use that.
You can't help but be negative, huh?
Dude, now you're seeing what
No.
Hey, we can get sued for the smallest bullshit.
No.
Because somebody wants to get ownership of the business because they put their 2 cents into the business. We decided to take their ideas and implement it into our business, and then since it's being recorded, they can use that against us. Especially if you're trying to build, like, if they want to take ownership of the business.
If it's recorded, they contributed, they would get a piece, okay? 2, these motherfuckers probably don't have the funds to actually sue us if they feel butthurt about some shit, okay? I will sue them into oblivion if they try that shit. The one issue I do see is like, hey, we came up with a name, let's go buy the domain, and some motherfucker goes to and buys it before us. I can see that shit being a problem, but aside from that, no. I mean, like, I'm gonna stay positive until I actually deal with issues. If the case is I can't share it with them, which would really suck, then what's the point of doing it all if you can't share it? I saw a TikTok, funny enough. Now I'm the one saying like, hey, I saw this TikTok. Pitbull, he tells his friend, yo, money doesn't buy happiness. And his friend says, yes, it does buy happiness. The secret is you gotta give it all away. There's a lot of truth to that. Enjoyment of having resources and money and being able to help people and change lives. And I think that's the whole point. Like, what's the point of having all this money? I don't need that much to have fuck you money, dude. I don't. I'm already saying fuck you, and I don't even got it like that. Maybe I should shut the fuck up, but I don't know. I like living life like this, dude. I don't give a fuck. It's probably gonna screw me over one day. But I mean, what's the point of living life if you ain't taking risks, man? And I don't even think it's that risky. Talking some shit. There are riskier things. You could do a lot crazier things than saying some borderline misogynistic shit on a fucking YouTube video. Misogyny.
Misogyny?
Yeah. That's the sound he uses. It's not misogyny. It's like, misogyny. Yeah. I think it'd be a really cool YouTube channel. If you guys want to see it, leave it in the comments. And I'll send you a link to the channel. I already have the channel made. I just...
Pretty much, if anybody wants free shares, this nigga will hook you up.
Yeah. Like, once I figure out this whole business thing, like, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, with everything else, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll figure it out. I didn't know how to make a cake, but I did it. I figured it out.
It's so fucking different from a business.
I know. But to me, it's the same thing. It's just, there are things you got to do in order to make it happen. Like, a business is harder for sure. But, like, I mean, I see these opportunities everywhere. Like, the whole, like, Nest unit thing. That's a viable business by itself.
Yeah.
Like, show how to do that. It's like, hey, any tradesmen out there who are looking for a side hustle where you can work your own hours, doing simple work, and in the right community that have these incompatible Honeywell thermostats, bro, you could make buku money doing that shit. Just going around to houses in one fucking neighborhood, installing these things, and working with the energy company who are giving rebates on a lot of this shit. You literally could be printing money if you care to do it. I could show people that. That's a livelihood for a nigga out there. Plenty of niggas out there who can turn a wrench. That's what I'm talking about, man. How are you tired so early, though?
Not really tired, but your cake is running through me right now. I gotta take a shit.
You did have a big slice. I'm surprised you took like
That was a big slice?
That was a big slice.
Really?
It's a deep-ass cake, bro. 12 layers, like...
I saw the lines on there. I thought that was... Okay, I'm not good. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. I'll stop the recording. Just go. Take the microphone off.
That's content.
Yeah. Oh my God, hearing you shit. Actually, maybe put it on. That might be more interesting. Bacon with niggas. There's
But nigga, you're the only bake you ain't here. Snickerdoodle.
Hey nigga, can you pass me some of them Snickerdoodles?
I had a snickerdoodle last night, you feel me?
I think you're thinking of pussy. No, this is better than pussy. Better than a lot of the other cookies you've had in the past. You hear that crunch? They go hard, don't they? Where's your milk though?
So good you don't need it.
Seriously?
No. I need milk.
I need milk.
Snickerdoodle, my mouth.
Yeah.